Two Utah businesses are making products that can help everyone, especially first responders, during the current pandemic.
Fox 13's Scott McCain shows us how a brewery and a distillery are avoiding wasting while making something new.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? Well, times are definitely tough right now. So two local businesses are teaming up to make hand sanitizer, which will benefit those on the front lines fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. This morning, a truck from the Utah Brewers Cooperative, comprised of squatters and Wasatch breweries, began delivering hundreds of gallons of high-alcohol beer here to Sugar House Distillery. Due to restaurants and bars being closed because of the COVID-19 pandemic, these suds were just sitting in a warehouse and about to go bad. Well, the brewery folks, they don't have the ability to make hand sanitizer, and they didn't want the beer to simply go to waste.
We racked our brains for partners that we love working with that are able to create the hand sanitizer right now.
So they called their buddy James Fowler at Sugar House Distillery. His stills have been mostly quiet also due to the pandemic, but he does have the ability to make hand sanitizer. James had already been doing that for the past few weeks. However, a couple of the key ingredients involved in the process, in particular sugar and corn, well, they'd become scarce and expensive.
You go to Costco, there's a 1-bag limit. You go to the restaurant supply store, there's a 1-bag limit.
So this batch of bad brew turned out to be a blessing in disguise.
It was like, hey, that bad beer just takes away half of our production. We no longer have to take that corn, take that sugar, and do that fermentation. We can go ahead and just run that in the still and vaporize off that alcohol, turn it back into liquid, and utilize that for the hand sanitizer.
If we could find a use for that beer, we wanted to, and this was just the perfect fit while helping the community.
Today's delivery is 220 kegs, which translates to roughly 3,700 gallons of 8% beer. James and his head distiller will now spend the next few days boiling that down and refining it, and say they'll wind up with about 1,300 to 1,400 gallons of hand sanitizer. Now that may sound like a lot, but James says it's basically a drop in the bucket for what's needed, and that most of it will go to first responders in our community.
Get it to the hospitals, get it to the firemen, the policemen, and the doctor offices, places like that.
Okay, James is making some of this available to the public. You can come down to the Sugar House Distillery and get one of these 4-ounce bottles of hand sanitizer for free, with the opportunity to purchase another one. And the folks here at the distillery and also with Brewers Co-op, they said they're going to continue this effort because there is more beer that's about to go bad and the need for the sanitizer continues. In Salt Lake City, Scott McCain, Fox 13 News, Utah.